Hello and welcome to a figure video. One of the first I've done, really, but this will be a new series where we're going to be looking at figures that are new, where I'm going to be opening them for you on camera. Today I was at Target and I found quite a few stuff, and I will be doing videos on them when I get the chance. But today, as you probably could tell, we've got Sonic Prime figures. I found some Sonic Prime merchandise beforehand, but this is the first time I saw figures, and they had a lot of stuff, but I had to go for the 4-inch line because I'm trying to collect all the 4-inch figures that I don't have, and every time they release one, I try to get them up. See, I'm not sure how many have released. Maybe they'll tell me on the back. Yeah, it looks like I have all of them except for the Sonic, which is usually what happens is I'll find only Sonic and none of the other characters, but this time I found 3 of the characters and not Sonic. But they still have a ton of other Sonic figures for the regular ones. But yeah, Target was stocked of Sonic stuff, which is great for me, other than the one Sonic figure for Sonic Prime, but that's okay. The other stuff, but today I had to pick up these 4-inch line because I thought it'd be great for video. So the figures we got here are Thorn Rose from the was that Boss Cage Maze? 9 or Tails from New York City, and we got Mr. Dr. Eggman, also from New York City. It's nice. I wonder how many more of these figures we're gonna get. But it looks like we got a good variety, and of course there is a Sonic one, but like I said, I did not get them. I mean, this is a perfect figure line because, as you know, Sonic Prime, there's a tons of alternate costumes from the characters, so it's great. So I wonder how many we'll get of the 4-inch at least. Uh, let's see. Who should we start with? We'll start with 9 since it seems to be one of the main characters in Sonic Prime. He's also one of my favorite alternates. The edgier Tails. You gotta love this nice backing here. And here's what the back for Tails looks like. It says Tails, a loner by choice. Tails 9 has an edge to him due to his years of honing his survival instinct. And of course, I like the fact he has extra tails, referencing a nine-tailed fox, which is what Tails is actually based off, believe it or not. He's a baby nine-tailed fox, which is a Japanese mythological creature. You know, that's come out of plastic prison, and it's like one of his robotic tails came off, but we shall fix that. Get out of there. Alright, let's put this back on. Where does this go? Where was this? Let's see. Okay, looks like it goes all the way back here. Alright, so, this is a pretty good figure. It has a lot of articulation. Like, every one of these joints here moves. Like, oh my goodness, this is probably the figure that I've ever held that ever had this much articulation. It's insane. Even his head has a lot of articulation. Like, oh my goodness, he's got great expression. This is probably one of the, not my favorite character, but this is probably one of the best figures Jakks Pacific ever made. Like, there's a lot of articulation here. You can like pose him a lot. He has really good ball joints. Except I've never seen them do this with their heads, but like he can move his head a lot more freely than the other Sonic characters. Like up and down, like that, left and right, all the way around. Let's see, he got good articulation in his arm. Got an open hand, so I guess he grabs something and something here. He doesn't come with accessory. But yeah, look at the detail on his shoes. He's got little holes in them, like gears. Got nice paintwork. This is and of course he's got his whole. It's not like flat. He's got a little fur texture on his head here, and his tails. And like I said, every one of these tails, these guys' mechanical tails has are like at least one. Is this 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 points of articulation on each tail? There's like what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tails, mechanical tails he has. So that's a lot. And of course, he got regular tails, which you can move around. They're not separately, but yeah, you can fly with them. This is definitely one of the best, well made. I think even his foot moves up and down. Look at that. Figures, and yeah, like we can pose them pretty good too. It looks like, other than this one arm that falls off, I guess, or tail. See, I was trying to see if I can make him be like Dr. Octopus or something, like, but I don't like they're too that long. We're gonna put him back there as we open our next figure. But, yeah, we'll do a rating here. But we're gonna give this guy a 10. If you're looking for a figure off 9 from Sonic Prime, then you really got the figure here. So we got this Jungle Amy, otherwise known as Thorn Rose, and she's got unique expression on her face and her hammer. Let's see what the back says. Here's the back. The 4 figures in this set. Looks like we don't have Sonic. I'm guaranteed to get Sonic, so I'm actually glad to get these 3 instead of Sonic, because I know these 3 are probably more rare as we go on. I'm still looking for the other figures that they released, but I can't find them. Like this Big and Infinite, and I think there's someone else. But yeah, I can't find those because I always see Sonic, and I don't feel like buying them online because they're more expensive. Let's see what it says about Thorn here. Thorn is a version of Amy who is all protect the environment and 0 let's be friends. Kind of vague. But hey, let's open her up. We're going to see if she's as good as a figure as the tails here. I do like the unique Sonic Prime ones, the nice glass shatter. I kind of like the, I don't know what I'm talking while I'm trying to open this up, but I like the Sonic Movie line. We talked about our unique packaging. So she's out, but let's get her hammer out. She does not come with the giant flicky. Yeah, let's look at her first. Definitely I'm very impressed with this figure as well. A lot of detail, and it seems to have the detail that the tails one had. I mean, look, the head design. You can see like every little unique piece of hair. It's like molded and has their correct paint. And the head can move up and down much like tails. Great expression on there. You don't actually see it. You won't ever see an Amy figure of that face in general. The articulation is top notch, and so is the detail of these figures. These characters, like you can see from just the outfit, the gloves here, just the shoe. Like, look how much they did not put this much detail. Even the bottom has a little molding, like these little spikes. This is definitely a really cool figure. This hammer is kind of okay. I mean, I'm not sure exactly if the hammer was that unique, but it has the right sculpting, but nothing too spectacular on there. But you can put that in her hand. Yeah. Okay, now she's ready to beat up some people for not respecting the environment. And this is a really good figure because this hammer fits better. Because the one Amy figure I like because it's accurate to the games, but the hammer has the wrong width and you can't really use it that well. But this one, like I said, look at that. You can easily like play. If you're a kid, you can easily just like, or if you're a grown man who likes Sonic toys, you can easily have her play whack-a-mole. Like if you had some of the robots, I don't have them on me right now, but Bad Nicks, you could easily like hit them because the articulation is super good. So that is a really fun. Like I can like do this all day. But yeah, this is these. I am incredibly impressed with these Sonic Prime figures, and I like these characters. But I was like, but I don't love them that much because I like the show. But other than like 9, maybe I wasn't really that interested in any of the characters really, because some of them are just like, this is Knuckles, but he's a pirate, and that's about it. We'll put her right there. And last, and yeah, least, because I'm that's interested in this character. This is one of the Eggman rulers of New York City, though it's the main one, known as Mr. Dr. Eggman. Fun fact is that one of the Eggman, I forget which one it is voiced by Brian Drummond, who is not really confused with Ryan Drummond, who was the first ever voice actor for Knuckles. He did it, voiced the character in Sonic Underground. I thought that was pretty interesting. Maybe not the first, but one of the earliest. I think it's the hippie one, but here's like the main one. The difference between this Eggman and the other Eggman is that he's got hair. Look at that. He's got a full head of hair. A lot of people do not like the egg councils, I believe what they're called, because they're annoying. But this is not one of them. He's just Eggman with a snazzy new outfit. He's got the so he's a little bit glove. He's got a pointer thing, so I guess he can salute something. I don't know. He's got an egg-shaped body because he's Eggman, and yeah, he's got a crapping grin on his face and boots. He has some detail on his boots. You see there's a little star there and a little place to put him on one of those standees, which Sonic has a lot of in this franchise. Little stars. There's his butt, in case you're wondering. Okay, I guess his hair is fake because look at that. It turns all the way around. So you can have him be up like that, to the side, or a mullet, if you will. So yeah, there's him, and his leg turn all the way around. My curiosity is that does he stand up? Because I had a problem with my other Eggman figure that doesn't stand up. So I'm making sure he's on a flat surface, and it looks like he stands up. Let's put some wind there. Okay, that fell over, but let's see. It looks pretty solid. We gotta do the stand test for all these now on the plain wood here. So here's Thorn Rose. Okay, she seems a little top heavy. You can definitely feel that. Maybe this hammer, let's see if I can position it back more. Or maybe her head. Okay, this one is... Oh my goodness. Alright. So yeah, she gets a F for standing. The Mr. Dr. Eggman gets a S. And 9, of course, is not going to stand up either. But yeah, he gets an A, because he can stand up, but he doesn't feel that stable. But yeah, those are ratings. So let me see. So the final review is that these are pretty great. I don't have the Sonic one, but maybe I'll get them later. So the Tails figure, otherwise known as 9, I give a 10. The Amy figure, I'll give a 9, just because it doesn't seem to want to stand up, and that's a really big problem. Other than that, really good detail, and like I said, this is pretty fun. And we'll give this guy a 7, because he does whatever he needs to do, but he's not that exciting. You can cry now. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you're interested in more toy videos. Bye for now.